Most famous inventions created by mistake. Number 15. Chocolate chip cookies. The chocolate chip cookie is arguably one of the most famous inventions to have been created by mistake. The treat was invented in 1930 by a Massachusetts-based cook, Ruth Wakefield. Ruth was trying to make a chocolate cookie. However, she ran out of baker's chocolate and substituted it with a chopped-up bar of semi-sweet chocolate. Upon baking, the chocolate did not melt into the dough as she had expected, leaving her with the delicious chocolate chip cookie that is loved by so many to this day. Number 14. Popsicle. The popsicle was invented by mistake in 1905 by an 11-year-old named Frank Epperson. He was making a lemonade-flavored drink and accidentally left a stir stick in the liquid overnight. When he went to get his drink the next morning, he found that the drink had frozen with the stir stick in it. He had created a frozen treat that he called an epsicle, and his children called it a popsicle. The name eventually evolved into the popsicle. Popsicles quickly became a favorite treat, particularly in the summer, and have remained a popular dessert and snack for children and adults alike. Number 13. Play-Doh. Play-Doh was created in the 1930s by a company called Kutal Products, who initially used the formula to create a product called rainbow modeling compound. The product was used to clean coal residue from the walls of coal-burning stoves. It wasn't until 1955 when a nursery school teacher discovered the product's potential as a toy that it became popularly known as Play-Doh. It was then rebranded and marketed as such, becoming an instant hit with young children. After being rebranded, Play-Doh quickly became a staple of children's playtime across the globe. To this day, it has remained one of the most iconic and beloved toys of all time. Number 12. The Slinky. The Slinky was invented in 1943 by mechanical engineer Richard James. He was working on an experiment to create tension springs for the U.S. Navy and accidentally knocked one of them off of his desk. To his surprise, instead of just falling to the ground, the spring started to walk across the desk. James recognized the potential of the toy and filed a patent for it the following year. His wife Betty came up with the name Slinky, which is a combination of the words slink and sleek. The toy quickly became a hit, and by the 1950s it had become one of the most popular toys in the United States. It has remained popular ever since, and even today it continues to be a staple of many households. Number 11. Velcro. Velcro was invented by Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral in 1941. He was inspired to invent Velcro after returning from a hunting trip and noticing that the burrs of burdock plants had stuck to his pants. Upon closer inspection, he realized the prickles were made of two parts: the hook, which attached to clothing and fur, and the loop, which allowed the hook to attach itself. He replicated the mechanism using nylon and created the first iteration of Velcro. This invention revolutionized the way we keep things together, from shoes to furniture. Velcro is now used in countless products and is a staple of everyday life. Number 10. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is one of the world's most famous inventions, and it was created by mistake in 1886 by Dr. John Pemberton. He was a pharmacist in Atlanta, Georgia, who had created a number of tonics and medicines that contained coca leaves and cola nut extracts. He accidentally combined the two ingredients and created a sweet, carbonated beverage. Initially, the beverage was sold at Jacob's Pharmacy for 5 cents for a glass and soon gained popularity amongst the locals. In 1892, the company was bought by Asa Candler and its popularity spread worldwide. Today, Coca-Cola is sold in over 200 countries, making it one of the most widely consumed and recognizable beverages in the world. Number 9. Teflon. Teflon is a man-made chemical compound, polytetrafluoroethylene, or PTFE. It was created accidentally in 1938 by Roy Plunkett, a chemist working for DuPont, while he was working on refrigerants. The substance, when heated, created a slippery and non-stick surface. This discovery led to its use in a variety of applications, including as a coating for cookware, as a lubricant for a range of industrial purposes, and as an insulating material in the aerospace and automotive industries. Today, Teflon is the most widely used non-stick coating in the world, found in pans, appliances, clothing, and many other products. Number 8. Potato chips. The invention of potato chips is credited to a chef named George Crumb. In 1853, a customer at Moon's Lake House near Saratoga Springs, New York, was reportedly not satisfied with the thickness of the French fried potatoes being served and kept sending them back to the kitchen. After the fourth order, an annoyed Crumb decided to make the potatoes as thin and crisp as possible. He fried the potatoes in oil and added a heavy dose of salt. To his surprise, the customer was delighted with the invention, and the rest is history. Potato chips quickly became a popular snack food, and today are enjoyed by people around the world. Number 7. Super glue. Super glue, also known as cyanoacrylate, was first discovered when a scientist was trying to develop a material to help speed up the healing process of a wound. Instead, he produced a substance that was incredibly sticky and could bond two different materials together quickly and strongly. After a few years of experimenting, the scientist was able to perfect the formula for cyanoacrylate, and it was quickly adopted for use in many industries. Super glue revolutionized the way we build, repair, and create things, from industrial adhesives to household items. It has become so popular that it is now in almost every home, and has even become a staple in many product designs. Super glue has also been used to rescue astronauts stranded in space and to repair delicate electronics and other items that need quick and strong bonding. Super glue has certainly changed the way we build and assemble things, and is one of the most famous inventions created by mistake. Number 6. Saccharin. Saccharin was discovered in 1879 by accident. Konstantin Fahlberg, a chemist at Johns Hopkins University, was investigating the properties of coal tar derivatives when he spilled a mixture of chemicals on his hands. He discovered that one of the substances had a sweet taste, and after further investigation, he was able to isolate and identify saccharin, a sweet-tasting, non-caloric artificial sweetener. Saccharin was the first artificial sweetener to be discovered and is still used today in a variety of food products. Number 5. Post-it notes. Post-it notes are one of the most famous inventions created by mistake. In 1968, Dr. Spencer Silver, a scientist working for 3M, discovered a type of adhesive that was far weaker than what was in use at the time, so weak that it could stick to surfaces but didn't leave a permanent residue. Silver was unable to find a practical use for his invention, and it remained that way until 1974, when his colleague, Art Fry, came up with the idea of using the adhesive to create a lightweight paper that could be used for bookmarking. Fry and Silver's invention, the Post-it note, was released in 1977 and has since become one of the most widely used office supplies in the world. Post-it notes are used to jot down reminders, organize ideas, keep track of tasks, and more. Their unique design and adhesive properties make them an indispensable part of modern life. Number 4. Microwave oven. The microwave oven is one of the most widely used kitchen appliances in the world today, and it was invented by mistake. In 1945, a self-taught engineer named Percy Spencer was working on an active radar system at the Raytheon Company laboratory when he noticed that a candy bar in his pocket had melted. He experimented with the radar system and found that microwaves, which are a form of electromagnetic radiation, were causing the candy to melt. He realized that the same kind of radiation could be used to cook food and invented the first microwave oven. The first commercial microwave oven, the Raider range, was sold in 1946 and was an immediate success. Since then, microwave ovens have become one of the most common and beloved kitchen appliances in homes all over the world. Number 3. The penicillin. The penicillin is one of the world's most famous inventions created by mistake. It was discovered in 1928 by Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming when he noticed that a mold had contaminated one of his laboratory cultures. While other scientists had already noted the presence of the contaminants, Fleming was the first to notice that it had a powerful antibiotic effect that could be used to treat bacterial infections. After further experimentation, he was able to refine the penicillin into a usable form, and it was approved for use in 1941. Since then, it has been used worldwide to treat a variety of bacterial infections and has saved countless lives. It is just one of the many examples of how serendipity can sometimes lead to revolutionary breakthroughs that benefit humanity. Number 2. The telephone. The invention of the telephone is one of the most famous examples of an accidental invention. It was created in 1876 by a scientist and inventor named Alexander Graham Bell. Bell was working on a device to transmit sound via electricity when he accidentally spilled some acid on it. As a result of the spill, the device emitted a noise that sounded like a human voice. Bell quickly realized he had stumbled upon a way to transmit sound through electrical signals, which he named the telephone. He eventually patented the invention, and it revolutionized the way people communicated. Bell's invention enabled people to talk to each other over long distances and even cross continents. The telephone quickly became an essential tool for communication and has been a staple in homes all over the world for the past 140 years. Number 1. The printing press. The printing press is one of the most famous and far-reaching inventions ever created, and it was created accidentally. In the 15th century, Johannes Gutenberg was trying to build a wine press, but instead he created the printing press. This invention changed the world by revolutionizing the way that books and other documents were printed, making the mass production of books possible. Gutenberg's printing press worked by placing letters and other symbols onto metal blocks. These blocks were then used to stamp the symbols onto paper to form a page of text. Gutenberg's invention allowed for much faster and more efficient printing than had ever been possible before. Printing presses spread rapidly throughout Europe and beyond, and soon books were much more widely available than ever before. This had a huge impact on the spread of knowledge and education and led to a revolution in the way that people accessed and shared information. Hey everyone, thanks for watching our video on the most famous inventions created by mistake. If you enjoyed it, make sure to check out our other videos and join the conversation in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell button so that you never miss any of our new videos. See you in the next one.